Hey y'all, and welcome to another video. Thank you so much for your support. But I'm not even gonna lie, I need more support than that. So go ahead and like this video right now. Okay, now that you've done that, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And also hit me up with one of them little donations, super chat things. Ciao. Listen, at the end of the day, making these videos is fun, but listen, let's be honest here. Let's have an honest convo. It does take time and effort to show you guys all of the stuff that I show you in my videos. So if you like what you see and you want to help and support, go ahead and look at the description in this video on ways you can help. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about me going back to the United States for the first time since November. Y'all know what happened in November? That man got elected. Well, that man stole the election. That man stole the election and then got a whatever, he's back in the White House, child. And it honestly was very jarring going back to the United States for the first time since that crazy day. And it's crazy because I was on a plane going to New Orleans when the news broke that he won. So now, anytime I'm on an airplane, I have PTSD of that moment happening. And I'm just like, oh God, not that again. You know what I mean? Do y'all ever have moments like that where you're in a place or you're in a certain situation again when something traumatic happens? You basically are just like, oh God, not that again. So, me being on the airplane, again, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, oh God, not this again. So, I get to New York and I get there quite late, right? It was like midnight, late as hell. Dropped my bags immediately and went to Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen is probably, I would say, one of the gayest areas in New York City. And God, it's beautiful today. Look at this. It's probably one of the gayest areas in New York City, right? And when you get there, it's full of gay people. Like, gay people are walking around, they are dancing, they're at the bars, they're at the restaurants. It's just a good old time. But there's one thing that I noticed that I didn't really notice when I was living there. I think maybe because I'm getting older, and when you're away from a place and then you go back to a place, you really see it differently. It's very young. Like, maybe I'm just getting old. It's really young. And I was like, wait, there's just literally just young people around here. There's no one my age. Like, where are the people at my age? And I'm like asking everyone, and they're like, oh, maybe they're at the Kylie Minogue concert. And of course, that would make sense. But is everyone at the Kylie Minogue concert? I was confused by that. But I also was like, okay, that makes sense as to why people my age were not necessarily out and about. And it was very young. I'm talking like 20-year-olds. And listen, we had fun because we kikied. One girl really took me under her wing because I also went out alone, right? Like, I go out alone quite a bit, especially in New York. Like, I love going out alone. It's just different, right? Like, you meet people all over the world. You meet people from all over New York, etc. So I eventually was like, let me go down to West Village, which is also really young. But I know a bartender down there, and I was like, oh, like, I want to see him and see, like, what he's up to and, see, if he's there, and we could kiki. But the motherfucker wasn't there. He was at the Kylie Minogue concert, too. I was like, okay, you know what? Everyone is at this doggone concert but me. I didn't know about it. Otherwise, I would have went. So I was just kind of feeling very, very isolated, and kind of like when you leave a place, like, when you like go back home to your home and you're like, everybody's kind of gone. That's how I kind of felt. I was like, damn, literally, I don't know nobody here anymore. So, like, what am I actually doing here? So, anyways, I say all that to say I enjoyed my time out that night, that evening. And then the following morning, I really enjoyed my time because I met up with a client, had breakfast, and then had dinner with some friends who I've known for years, right? But y'all, I am not made for New York City anymore. Like, I'm in like a Mexican mindset now, which, child, I love it. But also, they do not believe in time, honey. They will be late. They will take their time. They will go and show up whenever they want. So I'm at the bar drinking, having a little cocktail or two at this. I'll show you right here. This bar is so stunning in New York City. It is by Jose Andres. And it's, I forget the name of it, but I'll put it up on the screen right here so you can see. But I love this bar. The colors, it's just vibrant. The energy, bar none. The staff, incredible. The drinks, lovely. The atmosphere, the vibe, fantastic. So I'm sitting there having those drinks, right? And next thing I know, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get up and go. I'm late. And I end up at the wrong restaurant. Like, I'm talking the restaurant I was at was in the 20s, and then I'm supposed to be in the 60s. Now, how did I mess that up? Literally, how did I mess that up? I don't know. I just was Stacy. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I was drunk. No, I don't think I was drunk at that point. I was definitely tipsy, though. So I had to get in an Uber and try to get my way to where they were, but the Uber situation there was taking too long. The traffic was a mess, and the Uber was slow. So I had to get out and walk. Actually, I got out and took the train. I figured that would be faster, given it's underground and not, you know, in the street. So I finally get to them. I'm an hour late at this point. And my friend only had like 2 hours. So I felt extremely bad because I'm that friend that's always on time, babes. Like, I'm never late. I can't stand a late person either. Like, it's funny, one of my friends that I was meeting up with, he's always late. But he's been working on it. He's a lot better now. Hey, John Oliver. I'm talking about you. But anyways, so we had a lovely little like 1 hour dinner because they had to go. But after that, what did I do? Babes, I went home. I was done. I was fit to be tied. I am not built for that anymore. That whole skipping and jumping all over the city and doing 5 different things in one day, I can't do that anymore. I just simply can't do that anymore. But to me, the most jarring thing about being back in the United States was just how people treat each other. I was stunned and shocked at a couple of moments that I saw while I was there. And one in particularly really bothered me. A man was on the train and he just fell into another woman and he like popped her head. She hit the glass. Like, it was rough. She was okay, but at the end of the day, like, it was just like very, very like shocking. Like, whoa, holy shit. Like, she could have really gotten hurt. And then there was another moment on the train where a man was selling like different soft drinks and drinks and stuff like that. And he was so rude. A lady was like, she interrupted his little spiel and he got all bent out of shape on her and like just went off on her and like embarrassed her low key. And it was just like unnecessary. And then there was a moment when a little like Hispanic woman was walking, you know, in the train station and she had her little like stroller and nobody was helping her. So I was like, let me help her. Oh my God. Like, it's crazy. Like, and I've seen that before. And 9 times out of 10 living there, I probably would have just kept walking, right? But now there's something about me that has changed. Like, I I'm a lot nicer as a person leaving New York City. I'm a lot more caring. I'm a lot more empathetic being out of that environment and out of that just negative, nasty, state of mind, because that's at the end of the day what it is. Let's be real. And you know, it changes you when you are away from that and then you go back to that environment. You're like, oh my God, how was I even here? How was I dealing with this? How was I maintaining a life here? So it was just a lot going on in that respect. Like, I also witnessed a child in the Atlanta airport in the lounge wearing a Donald Trump hat, like a literal kid. I was like, why is he wearing that? Does he even know what he's wearing? It's insane. I'm sure he deep down does not know exactly what he is wearing, right? So it was just a lot of moments like that, and just seeing how people treat each other differently and people treating each other so rudely. It just like really solidified my my reasoning behind leaving America, the United States. I'm good. We're good. I'm never going back. Like, I'm literally never going back. There is no reason for me to be back. There is no reason for me to live there. I don't love how people treat each other there. I feel so much more love in Mexico. I feel just so much more camaraderie, so much more community. And it's crazy. Like, you'll be walking down the street on a Friday night and community activities are happening and people are stopping and like listening and watching and seeing what's going on. Like, in New York, people are just so in a busy and like rat race and in a hustle mode. You just can't walk or you can't stop. You got to keep walking. So, I don't know. It just really, really, really left me feeling some type of way. Like, I felt anxious. I felt nauseated. I felt just grumpy being back. Like, I did not want to be there at all. In fact, my cousin multiple times mentioned, damn, you don't want to be here at all, do you? No, I don't. I have no desire to be here. Like, I don't like it anymore. And it's crazy how fast you can really shift your mindset, because I've only been gone for 7 months. And it's shifted. Like, I used to be in love with New York City. But I think I was in a little bit of a state of a delusion. Did I really love it? Or was I just chasing some dream that doesn't really exist? Who knows? But at the end of the day, I'm just really grateful and glad for my decision to leave and to find a life outside of the United States. And for that, I'm very grateful, honestly, because I know not everybody can do that and not everybody will do that. But at the end of the day, I'm super grateful that I'm able to do that because, babes, my mental health was plummeting. There were times when I was walking around the streets of New York so angry, so mad at the world, and lost. But now I feel like I'm finally getting to a place of mental stability where I can then work on other areas of my life, like the being more nice to people, being more kind to people. If I was still in that state of like chaos and, frantic movement all the time, it's hard to focus on yourself and, start to be nicer and kinder to people. So, I say all that to say, if you are struggling with living in the United States right now, you can get out. You can get out. You can move on. You can do what's best for you, and you have to just do it. Unfortunately, there's no other way to say it, but I for the longest time was like, oh, I really want to leave, I really want to move, I really want to get out, I really want to do this, I really want to do that. But at the end of the day, like, if you don't just do it, it's never going to get done. So you have to just do it. I love how people look at me when I'm holding this camera up. It's funny. It's also hot as hell, y'all. Oof. Alrighty. Anyway, so I'm going to close out this vlog by saying, again, if you want to do something, just do it. Stop making excuses and procrastinating and, doing the opposite of what you want to do in your life. At the end of the day, you only get this time to do this once, so do what you want to do. If that means leaving, if that means, finding new, it's hot. I must sit here for a second. If that means, finding a new place to live, if that means breaking up with your ex, if that means, not speaking to your family, babes, do whatever you have to do to, survive. At the end of the day, we are all going through the absolute most. And it is important and imperative to really just focus on yourself at this time in your moment, because ain't nobody else gonna love you and do what you want to do better than you. You hear me? Anyway, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and look out for more content, because we're going to Mexico City this week. And yes, subscribe to the channel, and remember what I said at the beginning of the video. If you feel like helping and supporting the channel, which I would be forever grateful for, check out the description of this video. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.